Hi friends, this is Stephanie with Lady Prepared. Welcome back. Today we went to Walmart and we did a little haul for just right about $20, a little bit over. And the reason we went over is because I had a really hard decision to make and I made it. So I'm going to show you that item last and explain why I made that decision. So we are a little over budget, but that's okay. I think in the long run, it'll be more healthier for our house. So today we focused on getting some items for longer term storage. So that kind of shifted the perception of what I was looking for while I was at the store. I like to go to Walmart when I go really early because there are no crowds and I feel like I can really look at prices and compare ingredients without having the hustle and bustle around me. So that just really worked out well. And I was able to be in and out within 20-25 minutes, which was great because I saved on time. Okay, I am ready to show you what I got. And you tell me how you think I did. Okay, so our first item is our long grain 5-pound bag of rice. So you see I did some writing over here. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about what that writing is for. This bag is eventually going to be put in a Mylar bag and vacuum sealed so that way we maximize the time that we can use it. I'm not a huge person on following specific expiration dates because I have had several friends that have worked in mass production industry, canning, and just different authority figures, and they said they are forced to put expiration dates. However, the majority of the food can go far beyond. Of course, you have to use your common sense in doing so, though. I like to try to prevent air from getting at our food, and also with rice and beans and things like that, you want to make sure, especially rice, that little critters don't get in there. So I've heard people talk about freezing rice before they put it in their long-term storage, which is a fantastic idea because that does kill any unsavory little protein items that we may collect in there. So anyways, let's talk more about our long grain rice. Okay, as you see, I had gotten a 5-pound bag of rice. I did a price comparison. A 1-pound bag of rice was 92 cents. That came out to 5.8 cents per ounce. A 5-pound bag of rice was 4.2 cents per ounce with a total of $3.34. If I purchased 5 separate 1-pound bags, that would have been $4.60. So $4.60 minus $3.34. I saved $1.26 by buying a little bit bigger size bulk. If I went even bigger, the price that I saved would have been even more. But I feel comfortable knowing that I saved $1.26 getting the 5-pound bag versus the 1-pound bag. Make sense? It's good savings right there. Okay, our second item that we got today is a 4-pound bag of pinto beans. And we're going to compare the price between the 5-pound bag and the 1-pound bag. A 1-pound bag of pinto beans was $1. That broke down to 6.3 cents per pound. This 4-pound bag was $3.76. That broke down to 5.9 cents per ounce. So if we purchased 4 separate 1-pound bags, that would be $4. We're going to take $4 and subtract $3.76. That's what we paid for the $5. That gave us a savings of 24 cents for just the beans. Now we're going to add that to the savings that we had on the rice, and that comes out to $1.50. We saved $1.50 just by buying the 5 pounds of rice and 4 pounds of pinto beans. Does that make sense? Makes sense to me. Now, sometimes in our budget, we can only afford the pound, and that's okay. It's better to have that than to have nothing. But if you are able to upgrade to a 5-pound bag and fit that in your budget, that is a better savings overall. But again, we're gonna do what we can do because we need to get our pantries full. Now for our third item, I purchased a Great Value baking soda. I went ahead and I looked at the ingredients on the main brand versus the ingredients on the baking soda. It is exactly the same, but the price is not. The main brand is significantly higher. I believe it was around $1.40, $1.35 for the same size box. I spent 92 cents on this. So again, that is more savings that just went into the larger purchase, the bigger price purchase that I made that I'll show you at the end. Okay, next we have our next item. I have some azul masa, which is blue corn. What I did get this out of the Hispanic section. Always, always, always check your international section. Sometimes prices are less and quality is better. What I mean by quality is when you look at the ingredients sometimes is more pure when it comes from another country because their regulations for food are higher than what we have at this time. Let's hope that gets better real soon. But we just have to be cautious on what we purchase right now. Because I am from New Mexico, I'm Native American, I was brought up using blue corn for blue corn muffins, blue corn tortillas, blue corn mush. Various blue corn is used in our diet. And so oftentimes I will get blue corn rather than regular cornmeal. And this just makes tremendous taste difference. What I liked about this is all the ingredients said is it's blue corn treated with hydrated lime. And I'm perfectly okay with that. So I spent $2.96 on this, and we will get a ton of fresh tortillas from this little pack here, and they're really easy to make. So maybe that's a video that I'll show you in the future. Okay, so for our fifth item, this item is normally $1.32, and we eat a lot of it, but it was on sale today for 98 cents. So I went ahead and I picked up 5 of them. These are our packets of light tuna in water. So I got 5 packets of these, as I mentioned, for 98 cents each. I know that there's a lot of speculation on eating too much tuna or whatnot, but I feel really comfortable making the choice of eating out of a packet versus the can. Some of that debate goes away when you take the can out of the equation. Okay, and last, this is the purchase that kind of caused some heart palpitations because of the cost. We have really been trying to limit the amount of unnecessary ingredients that we are putting into our food. And I have become super aware that flour actually has so many additional ingredients added into it that it just makes it really hard for me to justify buying regular flour. At the end of this video, I'm going to show a picture of the ingredients list from just a Great Value pack of flour. I think you'd be shocked if you actually looked at it. So that 5-pound bag of Great Value flour with all of that extra stuff in there was $2.38. So tempting. But I started comparing the different types of flour to the ingredient list, and I ultimately ended up biting the bullet and getting the Great Value organic all-purpose flour for $5.47. You guys, $5.47 for a 5-pound bag of flour, all so I can get organic wheat flour. This is outrageous to me. At no point should we have to sacrifice economical cost and budget for quality. I'm astounded that this pack was 2.3 times higher in cost than a regular 5-pound bag of flour with added stuff. And again, I'm not here to pass judgment if the best we can do is great value flour. Yeah, that's great if you're able to afford it, because I know of plenty of families that are not even able to afford that luxury of flour. I just think that we should be at a place in our society that we should not have to choose, and we should not have to be forced to make that choice. There should be no reason to have to make that choice. So I don't know if I'm going to do this again, because in my long-term food storage, I have plenty of white wheat and red wheat. And I have a grinder, and I have 2 hands, and I have a husband to help. I need to be grinding my own flour. That's the bottom line. So that is something that I have to make a change in, and I know it. And I'm going to take you along that journey when I do get my grinder out and I learn how to use it and I start getting that fresh taste of flour, because that really is going to be the most nutrition bang for our buck, right? So there's things I can do different there. And as we move along in this journey, I'm going to learn about those things. But I don't have it in me to buy 5-pound bag of flour again. So lesson learned. Okay, friends, so the big final total for this little tiny haul at Walmart today was $21.35. Again, some of you may have heard me mention it before. In the state that I live in, Washington State, we do not have a food tax, so that did not include any kind of tax on top of it. If you live in a state where you do have food tax, then of course that would be an addition, but just the prices alone, $21.35. And again, we talked about the flour issue, and so there are going to be some major changes made in that regard, let me tell you, because I'm not doing that again. But that's okay for now, and I'll enjoy the flour and my scones that I'm going to be making. So anyways, I would love to know what your prices are looking at for groceries in your area. Are they similar to what Washington State has? Are they more, less? I think it's a really good idea to kind of share where we're at in that regard, and kind of document, because I know I'm going to be keeping my receipt from today, and I'm going to so next year I can kind of price and see, are we going up, are we going down, what's happening with inflation, because they can tell us that inflation is getting better, but it's not if this continues to go up. So I like to just kind of keep a little document on that, so I know for myself what I'm seeing, because I don't like to be told something. I need to experience it myself. I thank you all for coming along with me today on our haul, and I hope that you have a fabulous weekend, and I hope that you are very blessed and that you can bless the lives of others. So take care, and God bless, my friends. Talk to you soon. Bye.